We are live, day 4.
Hey, everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Happy Valentine's Day, and welcome to Vogue Knitting Live, day 4, here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We are rocking and rolling here, and we have not stopped the entire weekend. And thank you so many of you who have joined us. So many new fans have come on, and we're just so excited here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And how nice to wrap up the week of Vogue Knitting Live with a very, very special treat. And we are very excited today to be able to bring to you some of the very, very new fashions that are coming out in the new Vogue Knitting magazine. So before we get started, let me do a little bit of housekeeping here and let you know that if you are joining us on Vogue Knitting Live, we do have a discount for you for free shipping on orders over $50. Just put VK Live in the discount code when you check out, and you'll get free shipping on your orders over $50. If you are coming to us from outside the US, when you check out, pay your shipping and we will reimburse you $10 of your shipping costs. So we do appreciate you. We want to make sure that we take care of all our fans all over the world, because we do have fans all over the world here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We also appreciate our fans and we recognize them on all of our shows. So if you're here, if you're new, please put in the comment bar who you are and how you learned about us. If this is your first time here, we'd love to hear from you. And Paul, who do we have watching us today so far?
All right, Leslie Welsh-Flaherty, Helen Solenberger. Did I say hi to everyone? Happy Sunday, happy Valentine's Day. Antoinette Kellum, Anna Maria Milani. Anna Maria, I'm enjoying your hat immensely. It's keeping my head warm. Thank you. And both says happy Valentine's Day, along with Ellie Epsom Richards. Oh, Kelly, not Ellie. Susan Meek is on. And Jennifer Francis. Jennifer Francis says happy Valentine's Day, along with everybody else.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I happen to be wearing my sweet Valentine cowl. I think you can see it there. I'm loving it. It just feels so soft and squishy, and I love the way it keeps my neck warm. The mohair really does a beautiful job. Our sweet Valentine cowl on our website. Okay, so for those of you who are new, put your name in the chat there. Let us know you're here. I'm showing you our sweet Valentine cowl that I'm wearing at the moment. And that is on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. And you can reach us there. You can contact us, find all our kits and all our accessories on our website, as well as contacting us by phone if you have any questions. I'm getting used to a brand new device here. Sorry about that. If I keep moving, I feel like I'm on a ship. And contact phone number is 203-856-6755. And you're going to want to make sure you have that phone number, especially today, because we have some items that are so brand new that you may not even be able to find them yet on the website, and you're going to have to give us a call if there's something you're interested in. I've been working very hard to get these brand new items up here, because we are so fortunate today that we have gotten a sneak peek of the new fashions that are in Neuro Magazine number 18. I've already started shipping out tasting kits. We have lovely little tasting kits on our website that include tasting samples of 6 of the yarns that are used in the projects in the magazine, as well as a copy of the magazine and your own preview of all the items, which we're going to have at a later time. But we were very, very fortunate to be able to get these items just for a few days. And that's why I've been rushing to get some of them up on our website so that you can shop along. And as a matter of fact, a lot of them are pre-order. So you order now, and especially if they're new yarns or new colors in the yarns, you may have to wait a bit to get them. So I'm going to start off I don't know if you've seen the actual magazine as yet, but let me see if I can turn.
While you're doing that, Our new friend Helen Adams from Central Illinois is back. She said she popped in a wee bit last night and is looking forward to actually seeing all your wonderful stuff today.
Well, thanks for coming back. We're excited about that.
And Helen Solenberger welcomes another fellow Helen. And Helen Adams says we are a rare and wonderful breed. I would agree with that. Itzy Demaray says hello, happy Valentine's Day, happy knitting. Betty Richard Dodd, happy Valentine's Day.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So take a look at the cover of this magazine. And on the cover, there is the lovely heart shawl. And we happen to have that here with us. Let me show you the heart shawl. Whoa, this is really like being on a ship. Okay, let's get this camera facing the right way. There we go. The heart shawl is knitted with Curion. Curion is a 100% wool, and it is just a lovely yarn. This is on, we have both the heart shawl and the heart blanket on our website. And let me just pop that around so that you can take a look at this. So what they did with the very popular heart blanket was they took the heart blanket is constructed in strips. So what they did was they took the strips and they decided to create a scarf with it. So look how pretty that is. I'll make sure that I don't kill myself as I walk back in the studio to show you how lovely that scarf is. So this is the heart scarf. And this is in Noro. It's on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. And let me show you. The item is called Noro Heart Scarf. Well, it's called Noro Heart Scarf on our website. It says Love Noro on this, but it's Noro Heart Scarf. This pattern is also part of Noro magazine. So I mentioned that this is a spin-off of the blanket. So let me show you this great blanket. These are, as I mentioned, are knitted in strips and then sewn together. Don't you love the colors? And there's a variety of kit colors on the website. But this is an intarsia knitting. So you can see how your hearts are knitted directly. There's not any stranded color work. The hearts are done individually inside each block. So it gives you a nice clean back on your blanket, because I can't imagine having a blanket that has slip stitches or stranded color work on it without having to line it. So this is a lovely blanket. It's ample inside. It's very, very pretty. I would call it bigger than a throw. You know, it's certainly not just a throw blanket. You can, if I can get away further back to show you the full size of that. So that's the Noro Heart Blanket, and that's on our website. Very appropriate to start our day with two Valentine-oriented projects here. So this is our lovely heart blanket and our heart scarf. Now, you know, Noro is very, very famous for introducing new yarns every year. So or every season, I should say. So I would like to share with you a couple of those new yarns to get started. As I walk through the shop, here's one. So we have a Kakigori is the name of this yarn. I want to grab a hank of it because I happen to have it over here with this project. I'm putting together the tasting kits. So you're going to see this is a little smooshy ball of yarn right now because I've cut into it to create the tasting kits. So this is Kakigori. Kakigori is a 50% cotton, 30% silk, 10% viscose, and 10% polyamide. But look at the fiber, the yardage on this. You've got 656 yards on each ball of Kakigori. So this is a really, really beautiful yarn. I love the Noro yarns that have cottons in them because they just feel so soft. They're kind of like cotton balls. You know, they just feel so lovely. So I'm trying to show you some of the detail on this beautiful shawl, which is called the Shifting Sands. So it's really pretty the way you can see how it's a very appropriate name because you can see how the pattern changes as it goes along. And I love this section here that has some ribbing in it, and then it goes to eyelet, and then down here the rib flows into a cable. Really very pretty, very nice. And then it ends up with an eyelet. So this one I haven't even gotten on our website yet, so I would like you to take the name of it down so that we can talk about it if it's something you're interested in. It's called Shifting Sands. I have a shifting gimbal here as I'm walking around. So now let me share with you this yarn was introduced last year. This is called Sonata. And Sonata is a lovely yarn. It's one of my favorites to work with. So let me put Sonata up here so you can see. And there's another pattern in the magazine that I really love that uses Sonata. So Sonata is another non-wool. It's a cotton, a viscose, silk, and polyamide. So I want to go back here for a moment. Let me just take a peek here. So this one, Kakigori, is, says this is cotton, silk, viscose, and polyamide. So you can see the fiber content is very similar. Sonata is a 2 or sport weight yarn, and Kakigori is a 3 or DK weight. So it's either very similar. The Kakigori is definitely a different composition, even though the fiber contents, is the types of fibers are the same. The Kakigori is definitely a different composition and feels differently running through your fingers when you're knitting it. I've knitted with Sonata and Kakigori, and they both feel different. So let me just show you how beautiful the Medusa. This is the Medusa wrap, and I've already gotten this one up on the website. Look how pretty this is. So you have a garter border. You've got a garter stitch border, as you can see down here, and then that goes into some color work, some stranded color work, and then it moves into stripes. So you can see on the back side of this that this is definitely color work. This is not mosaic. Very nicely created, beautiful, beautiful size. It's a nice one of those great spring wraps. This will take you year round. This is absolutely gorgeous. And this is called Medusa. This is the Medusa wrap. So Noro is never lost for great patterns, creativity, and fabulous yarns. Akari came out, I believe that was last year as well. And Akari is a silk, cotton, viscose, mohair, and wool. So these are very, very soft and very drapey, very just lovely patterns, lovely yarns to work with. This is an entrelac and lace shawl or wrap, and it's called the Tangerine Eyelet Wrap. The Tangerine Eyelet Wrap. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. This is knitted with Anka. This felt so much like Akari. Okay, my bad. Here's the Anka. Anka is another new yarn that this is the introducing 2 new yarns for this magazine, Anka and Kakigori, and brand new colors in existing yarns. So Anka is cotton, silk, wool, and polyamide, and this is another 546 yards on a ball. So you can see that you're going to get lots of mileage out of your yarn. Look how pretty that is.
If I can jump in.
Please, Paul. Thank you.
All right. So somebody had commented that half the screen, they want to see whole screen. So what I'll do is I'll toggle in and out from whole screen to half screen when I need to make comments. When the comments start to pop up, then I'll jump back in to the half screen, and then I'll go back to the full screen.
That sounds fine. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for that suggestion.
Helen Solenberger says, gorgeous. Leslie Wells Flaherty, if you enter the show via Facebook, the split screen isn't there, but it's really me controlling the split screen. So I'll be a little bit more conscious of that. Jennifer Francis says, that's a wow. Leslie Wells Flaherty, shifting stands beautiful. Anna Maria, colors are so vivid. And Helen Solenberger says, always get confused. What exactly is the difference between DK weight and sport weight?
Well, go ahead. What are you done with the comments, and I'll explain?
And Carolyn Nola says, absolutely gorgeous. So glad power is back on so I can join you today. But yeah, so Helen Solenberger wants to know the difference between DK and sport weight.
Well, actually, the difference is they knit up differently. Sport weight is a little bit finer in weight than DK. So if you look here, I'm using 2 Noro yarns so that you can see. And sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, and sometimes it's not. I mean, it is. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't hard to tell the difference. So here, this is Kumo, and Kumo is a DK weight. And here we have a sport weight in Sonata. So they may look a little bit differently. Your needle size will be different to get the gauge. Sport weight yarn, this is a 3 to a 5 needle. And that's in the DK, and in the sport weight, you're using a 3 to a 5 needle, and you're getting a little different stitch count. So actually, these are very close. In this case, they're very, very close. There are other places where you're going to find more of a difference. And I'm trying to see if I can find a DK and a sport. A lot of times, people do like to interchange them. It's, you can if you want, but I would always check my gauge if I'm going to interchange a sport and a DK, because they can, sometimes your needle size is a little bit different. So here in this is a DK weight. And in this case, this is Patagonia. You're getting 21 to 24 stitches for 4 inches on a 5 to 7 needles. That's a DK. Now I want to see if I can find a sport weight that will give us, let me go over to a sport weight here. His sport weight here, I don't know even if that's it. This is 5 stitches, 5.5 stitches on a US 5. So it takes you more stitches to get to that same place if it's a true sport versus a true DK weight. And like I said, sometimes as far as Sonata and Kumo go, these two Noro yarns, I would mix them in a heartbeat on something. If I were trying to create, if I wanted to create a certain look, I would have no problem, mixing a Kumo, and I can't find here. If you wanted to do, here's a good way to show it. In this case, these 2 colors would work beautifully together. And because of the stitch count on the yarn, and they're both exactly the same. So, you really there's really no difference there. And I would mix them together. So in a true sport, it takes more stitches to the inch on a smaller needle, and a DK weight, it takes less stitches. Now, remember the other night when I was on the show, we talked about, I had 3 different descent cowls. One was on using a DK weight and a smaller needle than the pattern called for. One was using the exact, and the other was using a larger needle and a heavier weight yarn. And so your product will change, your garment will change based on the size of the yarn. So, I've had people come to me and say, I got this great hat pattern. Can I use this yarn for it? And they've got a bulky hat pattern and fingering weight yarn. Well, no, that's just not going to work. So there is definitely a difference.
Pamela Kronholm says, good morning, sweetheart cowl started. Thank you for the tip to mark every 20 stitches. It saved me several times.
Yeah.
We have Erica Meyer says, hi, Paulette.
Well, hello there, Erica Meyer. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. So here's a nice example of in the Noro magazine. This is the Rose Matrix shawl, and this is knitted with Kumo. This is actually one of the many crochet patterns in this magazine. They've done a great job this time of incorporating, and Noro does a good job of incorporating crochet into their product, into their designs. But this magazine particularly has some a nice variety of crochet in there. So I put the Noro, I put a little skein of Kumo up here for you to see. But this is the Kumo has a little movement in it, where the Sonata are more solid colors. So you can see the little flecking of white throughout in there. So this is really pretty. This is called the Rose, the Rose Matrix shawl. And one of the things I really like about the shawls in this book is look at this, look at the size of them. They're really quite full. And now I've got my hands full. There we go. Let me show you this way. She's on the mannequin and just staying still for a moment. So really pretty. And you've got some single crochets, looks like, and some double crochets in there. It doesn't look like a difficult crochet pattern at all. Very, very pretty. So we know we've got some crocheters in our midst. So you're going to love this magazine. There's another, now I've kind of dressed our mannequins so that I can show you a big variety of the different patterns that we've got in. So this is a really pretty, this is a shawl knitted with Mirai. And Mirai, oh, I'm sorry. Again, I got the wrong yarn again. This is Anka. This is Anka. Anka's a new one. This is getting me a little confused here. I apologize for that. This is called Sweeping Waves. And I got a sample of Mirai that looks like that color. So this is actually, I think this is the same color that's in this actual shawl. And this is an eyelet. It's got pretty eyelet in it. And garter stitch. You can see here, I'm trying to remember if this starts with a center tab. There we go. Very, very pretty. I love the colors in this one. So the magazine has, I believe it's 30 different patterns in it. And as I mentioned, I was able to get a few of the garments in for our show today. I'm so excited to be able to have them. And so this is just a preview of all the garments that we will have in our trunk show, our full trunk show that will be at the end of April. And so I'm really excited to bring even more of these garments to you. Here's another poncho and then this one is this one is a crocheted poncho as well. And this is called the Pacifica poncho. And this is knitted with Kaki Gori. So you see they've done a lot of patterns with these new yarns, really a nice variety of colors. As I mentioned, some of them are so new, they are just not even in yet. So you'll be pre-ordering, and then, as soon as I receive the product, you will receive your shipment. So there's another pattern that's in this book that I just love, and I'm going to see if I can go to it. This one I was not able to get the sample of, but I think it's worth showing you. Anyway, let me see if I can find my way to it. Let me kind of give you a little preview as you're going through. I love this one. This is the Ocean Sunset Cardigan. Look at that. And this one's knitted with Tsubami. Tsubami came out last year, was introduced right around in the spring of last year. So they've got some beautiful patterns in here, continuing with the Tsubami. But this is the one I can't wait to get on my needles. This is called the Golden Moss T-shaped tunic. This is knitted in Sonata. And it's it's my kind of sweater in my color. I love this green color. And this is so pretty. I can't wait to do this. It is a T-shaped tunic knit in one piece, casting on and off for the sleeves, for the opening of the wide boat neck. It takes just 3 skeins of Sonata for the smallest size. Wow, it's really cool. This is a great sweater. This is called the Golden Moss, and I'm going to get all these on the website between today and tomorrow. They will all be up there. So if you see something that you're loving, please make a note of it and be sure to give me a call. And what I'm doing with a lot of the patterns this time is, instead of putting together color combinations, I'm going to let you choose the colors you want and just note them in the notes section. You know that for a lot of our patterns, a lot of our kits, we actually kit them up, and then you can you choose from the kits we have where you do custom colors. What I was able to do this time is actually download the full color card, the digital color card, and so you can choose the ones that you want right from the digital color card. I'm walking over here to show you the big granny square Afghan that is part of this magazine as well. Again, another crocheted piece. It's called the Earthenware Throw. And this is knitted with Silk Garden Light. So this is really a very, very nice, lightweight blanket. Very pretty, crocheted. So those of you who are into crocheting, you can choose your colors from Silk Garden Light. Lots and lots of color combinations in Silk Garden Light. I have some other Noro products on the side there as well. But keeping with our show today, making sure we bring you more of the Noro magazine. This is yet another crocheted piece. This was really cool. This is called the Spring Woodlands Shawl. Now, I wrapped it a little bit differently, but I'm going to see if I can show you the design on this, because I just thought it was so very, very interesting. I tried to kind of give it a little look. You can wrap it this way. They show it wrapped in the magazine as well. Really pretty. Love the way this falls. Come around the back so you can see how it's wrapped in the back. You know, when you wear it like this, you can actually put a little tank under it and have it be your top. So I'm going to take the shawl pin off. And by the way, all the items you're seeing today are only available in the magazine. So any kit you order will include the magazine. So you'll wind up with not just the pattern for the kit you purchase, but you'll get the pattern for, you'll have the patterns for all the garments that are in there. I love the bottom of this. Look at how pretty that is trimmed along the bottom. So nicely done. And this is crocheted with Akari. And this is Akari is, again, one of those really nice soft silk, cotton, viscose, mohair, and wool. Really very nice. And below it, I layered my mannequins so that we could bring you as much as possible. Paul, do we have any questions there?
Nope, just Helen Solenberger says that blanket looks amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool. Okay, so here, this is the lemon drop poncho. This is just a cute little top that you can throw over your, a pair of shorts, a capris, just such a fun little piece. And, you know, lightweight, airy. This is knitted with new kakigori. You can see it. There are two shades, two different colors here. So they complementary colors. We are actually knitting up a sample of this at the moment as well. We were able to get some skeins of yarn so that we could get some samples made for the shop as well. Because I love the designs in there. Sometimes a magazine just strikes you. For some reason, this Noro magazine struck me. I just love the colors. I love the weight of the yarns. I love the texture and the feel of them. And when if you decide to order a tasting kit, you'll get a full variety of the different yarns that are used in there and the textures, and so you'll see the difference between Kumo, because there's Kumo and Sonata in there. There's Anka and Kakigori. Tried to make sure I get the new ones in as well for you. So all the newer ones, and then a couple of the standards like Silk Garden might be in there. And the tasting kits, some are the same, some are different, but we make sure that you have a nice variety of yarns that are used in the magazine, and about 10 to 15 yards of each color. There's another pattern in here that I really liked that's called the lemon, not the lemon drop, the citrus. And I wanted to see if I can find it really quick. I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. Let me see if I can flip through really fast and find the citrus shawl.
Randy Dixon Berger says, love this top. It is beautiful.
What was that? Which beautiful?
The top. She loves it.
So this is the citrus shawl, and this is knitted with Sonata as well, summer citrus. And they've got it here in the yellow and white. Really very, very pretty. So you've got lots of open work in here, and the garter stitch. It's quick. It goes quick. Really nice. We're knitting up our sample in the silver and white. So let me get so our store sample, our shop sample is going to be this combination here, which I thought would be really pretty for summer evenings, daytime. And then there's a denim that's really pretty. So there are some new colors coming out in Sonata. Well, new colors in just about everything. But let me see if I can swing over here and show you some of the new Sonata colors. Let me see if I can get that. Look at that tangerine orange and the blue. Look at that, how beautiful those colors work together too. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can turn this camera around so I can see everybody or not. Okay, I hope you're having a good time. I'm having fun showing it all to you. This has been a very exciting few days for us here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Are there any questions at all, Paul?
Leslie Wells Flaherty says, one of my fan giveaways was a skein of Sonata. Getting ideas. Thank you. And Nancy Park says, my first time tuning in. You have me so excited to check out the kits.
Oh yeah, check out the kits. So let me just tell you a little bit about, if you're new to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, you'll find lots of kits on our website. We like to take the mystery out of the skein. Sometimes you'll see a skein of yarn and go, oh, I love that yarn, but I'm not quite sure what to do with it. So we do lots of research here, and we choose different patterns that we think would work really well with the different yarns. So, sometimes in a case like Noro puts out a magazine and they give you lots of ideas. That's great. Sometimes we don't have that, and so we've got to go shopping for patterns. At Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, we're very, very lucky to work with a large distribution company that gives us. Knitting Fever has lots of patterns to go with their yarns, and so they help to take the mystery out of the skein as well. And so we've got a full variety of yarns here and lots of kits on our website. So check out the kits. Let me see if I can get myself in the frame again. Check out the kits. And
Jennifer
also,
Francis,
if you see something but you can't find that and you like just the yarn, you don't necessarily want the kit, but oh gee, I really like that yarn, give me a call.
Jennifer
203.
wants to know, are there kits for these items yet?
Are there kits for what, Paul?
For these items, the items you just showed?
Yes, there are kits for some of them. I'm working on them as we speak. The Medusa wrap is up so far. The entrelac, the Medusa wrap is on the website. The let me find the name of this one. The tangerine eyelet wrap is on the website. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. And which other one is out there? There are a couple of others. Oh, I think this one is on there as well. I've been, like I said, been working really hard to get these out for you all. So this is another that is on the website. I'm going to, in fact, I think this was the last one I was able to get up before the show started.
Get in the frame, Nitty Gritty. And if anybody has any questions on kits, please put them in the comment section. The Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl does go through all of the comments, and then she will post the appropriate links to all of your questions.
So thank you, hon. So this is the Piedra shawl. And the Piedra shawl is also on the website already. And this is knitted with Mirai. And where did my skein of Mirai go? So I can tell you the fiber content in that one. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right down here. I put it down with the actual shawl. So the Mirai is cotton, silk, viscose, and polyamide. And Mirai has, what is our yardage on this one? It's 300 meters. So you've got over 300 yards on here. I think it's 330 yards. I'd have to check exactly to see what that comes out to. But lots of pretty colors. And so the Piedra shawl, the Piedra wrap, is knitted with I think it's 2 different colors that are alternated every 2 rows. And this is just a simple little triangle. This one starts as a garter tab. You can see right up there. And just, you know, you gotta love how Noro yarn self stripes. It's just, I mean, the color changes are gorgeous in it. The colors are even the subdued colors have a vibrancy to them that is, you know, that only belongs to Noro. Nobody else can do it like he does. And you know, he takes such painstaking effort in making sure that the colors are right, the fiber is right, and then they come up with the fabulous designs a couple of times a year, and you know, we just love it. So you can.
Lillian wants to know how many skeins in that shawl.
And the Mirai, and in this one, I believe it's one of 2 colors. So
is that a solid and a stripe?
Sorry?
Is that a solid and a stripe?
No, they're both stripes.
And Kelly Kohlhofer thinks it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So this one in the sample here, Kelly, and for everyone, the sample is, oops, sorry about that. The sample is done in colors 38 and 22. And the Piedra shawl is on the website. And I believe it should be, I think it's all set and ready to go. If not, you know how to reach me. So for anyone who's tuning in a little bit later, just so you have the discount code for Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl here today, we're offering free shipping on orders over $50 to our fans in the U.S. With the code VK Live. To our fans outside the U.S., we will refund $10 of your shipping after you check out, so that we can help to accommodate and take some of that the ouch out of the shipping for folks outside the U.S. because that can get a little pricey. So and remember, we love when you share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and I have to refocus. Let me see. There we go. We love when you share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and we share back. In fact, we've got lots of goodies going out. We have our sharing bucket, and we make sure that we put all the names of all the people who share our site, and then we draw every time we come on. I'm going to say once a day, once a week. It doesn't matter. We show
Jillian
up.
Goldrich wants to know if you can hold up the skeins.
Yeah, the skein of Mariah. Sure. Let me show it to you. Oh, then let me turn I can do it this way. I don't know if that's going to be, but hold on a second. It's so hard to get this camera straight. So I don't necessarily have the same colors that are used in the shawl, but I do have a couple of different colors of Mariah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around. It's easier for me to focus not on me, but on the garments, and show you a couple of different colors that we have here that I have as samples.
And
Okay.
Sue Libby Cook wants to know, she says the tunic is top down. Is that a DK weight and how many skeins?
This one that I'm showing now, Paul, when you start talking about comments, I don't get the whole comment.
All right. The tunic that is top down. I'm not sure which one that is.
Okay, so the wrap that's here is top down. Okay, wait a minute. I think I know what you're talking about. This one here is a garter tab. So this is the stripe, the piedra. And this little poncho top here.
The 3/4 sleeve you loved color of.
The 3/4 sleeve that I loved the color of. Whoa. Oh, the green one. Got it. Hold on. Let me find that pattern for you. I'm going to.
And Jillian Goldridge wanted you to show them both together.
Show them. I don't know what show but both what together. So this is the golden moss tee. 3/4 sleeves. I love the lace on the sleeves. So let me just flip this around for a moment. And you wanted to know some instruction on this, if it was knitted top down. So, hello. I'm just looking through the book to see if I can find that for you. Okay. So, let me find this tunic. And now I'm going to, you know what? I'm trying to find a way to do this and not look away from the camera, which is not going to be easy. So, bear with me for a moment while I read. Maybe you can see something up there that interests you. Okay, so let's see. This just looks like it's knitted across the top. Let me see what it says in the golden moss up here. Okay, so the golden moss T-shaped tunic is knit in one piece, casting on and off for the sleeves and for the opening of the boat neck. It takes just 3 skeins of sonata for the smallest size, and the body alternates bands of garter and stockinette. The yoke features an on-trend mesh pattern, and then a single row of backward crochet is worked around the neckline to add stability. So I hope that answers your questions. And then the other one that I really loved in the book that I wasn't able to get a sample of, but I am definitely going to be having this one on my needles. If I can get my camera to turn. There you go. Is that one. That's the Ocean Sunrise cardigan. Really pretty. And that's knitted in Tsubami.
And Jennifer Francis says, can I see the sides of the poncho up?
Sure.
Are there seams?
Are there seams? Oh, the poncho. Yeah, right here. Can you see that right there? So now that I haven't knitted this, Pam is knitting this up for me. But yeah, that is seamed, definitely seamed. So there are seams there, but I think it's all one piece except for those side seams. Because I'm looking at the top, it's because I remember she's casting on and casting off to go across the top. And then just the side seams. Any other questions, hon?
Jennifer Francis says, so it's more of a boxy tunic?
This is a, if you're asking about this one, this is a boxy tunic, but it's short. So I couldn't really call it a tunic. I think of a tunic as coming down to my hip line. This is short. This is more waistline, because you can see right here. This is the mannequin. So waistline mannequin. So that's the full length. Okay. And then there's the crocheted one here is also a shorter like. Now I guess I haven't knitted these, so I don't know the construction of them, and if you could go longer, I'm sure that might be possible with them, but as I said, I have not knitted them up or crocheted them, so I don't know just yet. When you have a preview, it's a little hard to have all the information. And some of these test garments are just coming out of test knitting themselves. So there are always some challenges with that. So take a look at this. This is one of those things that you can throw on all summer long. Again, another open poncho type top. This is called the Easy Peasy Poncho. And this is really interesting. It's knitted with kakigori, but this is featured as a learn to pattern in the magazine. I'm going to walk over here for a second so I can let you take a peek there because I want to look at it's like the first thing in the magazine, and it talks about learning to knit. Here it is. So if you look at it, here you have the Easy Peasy Poncho. And it says if you don't live with a knitter, or you aren't sure, or you aren't able to get to the local yarn shop, there's a YouTube video, but you know what happens with Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, right? You just call me and we help you work it out. And so they tell you exactly what you're going to need. They even talk about checking your gauge. Now, those of us who are working on the Valentina knit along know about gauge. And then a little bit about the yarn. The skill level is a beginner skill level. So I've had some folks ask me about learn to knit classes. Well, I don't know that I would use this as your learn to knit project, but I think it's a great new knitters project once you feel a little, once you start to understand your stitches and you know how to read a pattern, because in this case, the pattern is very easy and special notes. And, you're casting on 150 stitches and it's garter stitch for 20 inches. It's not that it's that hard to do.
We have a couple of comments coming in. Gina Bates says, is the Easy Peasy knitted or crocheted? She later said, never mind, but I'm thinking either she found it or we should probably.
Nope, she found it. It's knitted.
Okay. And Helen Solenberger says, you two always provide us with a great show. Thank you, Helen. And Sue Libby Cook says, beautiful colors on the Easy Peasy. Number of the color, please.
Oh, the number of this color is, I can tell you, I have to walk back over to the garment because it has the color on here. And it is Kakigori number 9. Number 9. And this is the fabulous color. Look at this blue and green together. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of in the dark there. Hold on, let me take it out of there. Lay them down here. I just love these. I love this blue and green together. I think it's fantastic. These are 2 skeins of Sonata. It's like I'd have to do something with that. I mean, think
Couple of
about
comments. Helen Sullenberger, love this. And as you know, with eye issues, this would be great to do. And we're coming up on 10 minutes left of the show. So if there's anything that you want to do, wink, wink.
it's a little early to wink, wink, Mr. Paul Meyer. Paul's always looking to give stuff away. My husband, always looking to give stuff away. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything that's in this magazine. You know, these garments came in on Friday. I have to have them out of here by Wednesday morning. So, you know, if there's something you want to chat with me about, something that you saw while we're here on the show, please don't hesitate to give me a call before before I have to send them back, because I'm happy to do a FaceTime walkthrough with anyone who wants that. We do find that to be very helpful. Those of you who are new to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, we do lots of FaceTiming with our customers to help them get a better feel for colors. And I can't help you out with texture on the phone, but sometimes you can, because you can get closer to the fiber, to the hank or skein of yarn itself, and get a better feel for the way that a better idea for the way it's going to run through your fingers. We are always willing to send you a sample skein of something. We do little tasting samples. Now with the Nora magazine, we're doing a tasting kit, so you're getting 6 samples. But if you wanted to try out a specific yarn, just let me know. And I'm most often, people use their scraps to knit blankets and hats. I use my scraps to send it out to you all when you need a tasting sample of something, if you want to know how a yarn works up. So more than happy to do that for you. And like I was mentioning before, we do take some liberties here in creating kits using the different yarns, because sometimes we just like to do something. We just like to do something a little different. I would try to turn the camera and do something at the same time. So, for example, in Sonata, this was one of our very popular projects last year. And this is called the Silver Leaf Shawl. And I've shown it before, but it certainly warrants showing again now that we're taking a look at the new colors for Sonata. And we'll be coming up with different ideas for patterns, along with all the things that are in the magazine for you to enjoy. So we've got some really fun things planned for the spring at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And you'll be seeing more of these yarns if you decide, and we hope that you do, to come to our retreat at Water's Edge Resort and Spa. Where the retreat is going to be April 30th, May 1st, and May 2nd. And we'll have the full trunk show of Neuro Magazine there with us. And you'll be able to see that there, along with some others as well. Jody Long's got some new yarns coming out. We'll be having his yarns there as well. We've got lots of goodies at that retreat, so we hope that you'll join us there. Don't hesitate to go on our website, take a look at the retreat information, and join us. Water's Edge Resort and Spa. It's wonderful. We've got people who have signed up for spa treatments, and it's just a great place. Everything included in your registration is your project kit for the retreat, and all your meals and all the goodies that we have there. Your room and your spa treatments are on your own, but it's all there, and you don't need to stay at the same hotel, but it certainly is a lovely place, and they've given us fantastic rates for rooms, and I'm really excited. And I'm feeling like everybody I know you're going to have a fantastic time. And we've got people coming from all ends this year, and I love it. I love it.
All right. So we have Jennifer Francis says, my husband is so happy to hear Paul again. LOL. Welcome back. Oh, we love all of you, Jennifer. Thank you very much. And Helen Solenberger is the easy peasy online. Followed up by Helen Adams. Helen Adams says, wow, silver leaf looks more my style.
Cool. I like that. I'm glad it is. I'm glad you see something that's your style. That's great. Yeah, we try to, like I said, we try to work up not just what the Noro company or any company sends out. We just finished creating the golden hour shawl using a worsted weight yarn called Huni by Mirasol, and it's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, it's fun to create with the different yarns that we have and to enjoy each other's company. So we're starting another knit along. Our knit along starts next Wednesday, and we're going to be knitting the Valentina sweater by Jody Long. And there's still time to get in on that. There is no time frame to join a knit along. You can join us at any time and work at your own pace. We got some folks that are swatching right now for their sweater, so that they're ready when we get together on Wednesday night. So that's the sweater we're doing for the knit along. It's called the Valentina, and we're knitting it with Chow by Jody. And we're also going to be having Jody on the knit along with us on Wednesday night. So we look forward to that exciting time. And I mentioned the other night, our cute little Bensy bags. Be watching for those cute little project bags coming up soon. And speaking of coming up soon, look where I am, Paul Meyer. I'm in your favorite place. Let me see what we got in here. I'm going to pull from the top this time instead of from the bottom. We always pull from the bottom. Let's see what we got. I mix them around so much. You never know.
Helen Adams wants to know, do we call for a personal shopping appointment?
Yes, you certainly can call for a personal shopping appointment. It is part of your tasting kit. If you order a tasting kit, you certainly can get if you're talking about for the Noro, because I only have them for a couple of days. Yes, we are very happy to walk you through our shop anytime. So yes, give me a call for a personal shopping appointment. The number here is 203-856-6755. And I would say that 9:30 Eastern time is probably the latest you're going to get me to be able to help you in an evening, because by then I'm about ready for bed. But if we can talk to you, we will be here for you. And I look forward to taking you for a walk through our yarn shop. So let me see something here. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Look who won. Again. This is sheer Heather Campbell. Congratulations. I think you won last night as well. This is sheer demonstration of how you can win as many times as we pull your name out of that sharing bucket. Because when you share 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, your name goes in 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So Heather, yes, you are a wonderful sharer of Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and so much that you won twice in 1 week. So thank you so much, and we look forward to that. So don't forget, if there's anything we can do for you, KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com is our website. VK Live is the free shipping for orders over $50. And anything you need, if you'd like to see something, see the yarns. We really focused on Noro today on the show, because I wanted to get this magazine introduced to all of you. I hope that you enjoyed that. What are we doing for time here, Paul?
Helen says, not Noro, caught glimpse of some things I was interested in last night, but was unable to pay close attention. So the phone number's in the thread. So feel welcome to call afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. I know I think I have a call at 3:30, but you can call me right after the show, or if you want to private message me after the, in the messaging, I can give you a call and we can set something up. I'm more than happy to do that. I would look forward to it.
And don't forget Monday, right? The Monday announcements. Monday night show.
Yeah, I was going to do that right now. I didn't. What's our time?
We're at time. So.
Oh, Monday night, Twisted Stitches, right here, Facebook Live, 8 p.m. every Monday. We love you. Thank you so much. We want to make sure that you get to see the other vendors at Vogue Knitting Live. So we will see you soon. Send me a message. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so very much.